Hi, Kiki. How are you? And Sikan. Hi. Babe,
Yeah.
do you guys have like those soap operas that usually happens on normal TV in the evening or the afternoon or something?
What?
Do you have those soap operas that always happen on TV?
Yes, why?
You do? Okay. They're delusional, but okay. We used to watch them, that's all. Yeah, and people are always following them and they know so much about them. I think the neighbor outside is watching it. Sounds like those typical tunes. Oh, Alejandro. Oh, Alejandro. Oh, Ivan. Oh, Maria Jose. What did you do?
I work on multi Turkish.
Really? We also have those Turkish ones too. Yeah, but I stopped watching like when I was in high school. When I realized it was Delulu. But like honestly they are. They're not a true representation of how relationship works.
I could never watch them.
Really? Liar.
Yeah. Someone said the other next day to you say that you love Minecraft.
Sorry?
Someone said they will donate 10k to you if you say that you love Minecraft.
They said they would donate how much?
10k. But we don't know what currency.
Who is it? Who said this? Sekan? Dance, dance, dance. 60 dance, dance show.
No, it's nothing.
Natural chocolate 60. Okay. So what are you making? Oh, Jen is asking what I'm making. So I think I set this too high. I need to tip it down. So Jen, I'm making ugali mayai, which is, I don't want to say Kenya's favorite, but like it's one of those meals that are always thought about when you don't have anything else to you want to cook, but it's also people's favorite because it's the easiest thing to make. But my husband, whom I'm called by his last name, doesn't eat anything that has no meat, so we're gonna make him ugali meat and veggie. He's saying liar. Yeah, but we're gonna make him ugali meat and veggie on the side. If you say I love Minecraft, I think the comment is sort of like a higher. I think the last person who said something about
10k, but what currency? They didn't specify what currency.
well,
Even if it's Kenyan shillings, right?
I'll donate 10k right now if you say I love Minecraft. Jane, is this you? I love Minecraft. Jen, I love Minecraft a lot. 10k Kenya shillings or 10k what? Anyway, we are making ugali mayai and I'm
10K
making.
Venezuelan pesos.
She's
Bolívar.
called Jane Akinyi. Akinyi.
So Kenyan?
Yeah.
No, 10K Kenyan shillings is not bad.
10k Kenya shillings is not
We'll
bad.
keep even on 1K.
Jen, we love Minecraft. A lot.
We'll keep even on 1K.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. So that's what I'm making. But I'm making him like ugali beef and veggie. But I'm gonna show you guys ugali mayai because that's what I'm making and that's like what I feel like eating. Yeah. Yo 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 shakalala. Yeah?
Oh, no, thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dan. Well, we're in capitalist society, so we don't do requests for free. If you donate 60 euros, we will dance tango.
Well, that's tango.
Tango.
Tango?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you tell him that?
No, you can tell him that. You're the host of the show.
What did you say, Arthur?
Well, we live in a capitalist society, so we don't accept requests for free. But if you donate 60 euro, we will dance tango.
My director just said. This is Nick's message was distracted. Hi Jaimels, how are you? Welcome. This is the Khan 60 dance show. So my director just said we live in a capitalist society, and if you want us to dance, we will dance tango, but you have to donate to the channel.
60 euros.
Oh yeah, he said 60 euros because you're like 60 dance something. Yeah. This is gonna go wild. You know I don't know how to dance tango, right? Officer. Okay, so I already did wash our veggies. The ones I want to cut, this ones, and neat ram. I don't know what you keep typing, but YouTube keeps slicing it out. So good luck with that. YouTube will automatically retract your statement if it falls under harassment, insults, racial slur, or something. So it's an FYI for anybody who doesn't know that. Yeah, so just pay attention to that. If you want to comment something, try not to be something that lies under racism or, yeah, but you already know this. You know that. I mean, it's not like this is new to you, so. So this don't have to be any form perfect or anything, but if you want them to be perfect, you can do that with yours. It's fine. Adam? I'm gonna say that tomorrow.
Okay, so
Hi Nono, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. Guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. on. You're asking what we are having for dinner. So we are making some ugali mayai. So ugali mayai basically is fried eggs. It's how you make an omelette, except an omelette is like dry and flat and like stuck. But this is more of a wet egg kind of thing, and it's like it's separated and it has eggs, tomatoes, onions. You're gonna see when I make it. And then it has like veggie on the side. It has veggies on the side, and it also goes with the ugali very well. So this is something that a lot of Kenyans love to make, especially when they can't make up their mind like what they want to make for dinner. Hi Rose, yeah. So hi Rose and hi Setsa. How are you? Welcome to the live stream. Yes, so that's what we're making. Also, my husband is not gonna have the ugali mayai and veg. He's gonna have ugali nyama with veg. Nyama is meat. So he's gonna have ugali nyama with veggies. Yes. So he's gonna have ugali zelenchuzi with some telescomiso. Yeah. I hope that makes sense to the Bulgarians. I was trying. Some telescomiso with some zelenchuzi. And ugali. Okay, where is it? I'll find it later. So that's what we're making. Some very, very simple meal. Yeah, and once you try this, you're always gonna try to have it, because once you have it, you can't change. It's that addictive. You just get stuck to it. Yeah. So basically, I'm just cutting the tomatoes. I'm removing the far corner, the bottom back part. Yes. And then I always grate my tomatoes. I prefer this to cutting them with your knife, because when you're cutting them with your knife, they produce the strings from the skin. When it's in the milk, they have those string things that come from the skin. But with this, it just all blends in, gives you the color without the strings. So yeah, I prefer to grate my tomatoes. Also, is a nice way to get your grater to function. Otherwise, it starts rusting. Like when you put it aside, it just starts rusting. I don't know why. Maybe because you're not using it. That's why. Yeah. So if you're doing this, it's a nice way to keep your grater at work, so it doesn't actually rust. If you're constantly using something, it's very hard for it to rust, especially if it's metal. Good. Okay. Just gonna let this drip here, and then we're gonna put the other side. So I always start with all this before going to the heat part, because once I turn that on, I don't want to come back and cut something and go back and cut another thing, and like, it's exhausting, okay? That's what it is, it's exhausting. Also creates a lot of mess. People get their fingers chopped for no reason. This is Ronaldo Goncalves. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh my god, I just dropped one of my biggest tomatoes. Okay, I'm just gonna turn it this side so that it falls on the counter instead. If it does fall. I don't like wasting, so yeah, I know it's not the end of the world, but So I just put it in my palm like this, the tomato, and then I go all the way down until it's flat. Until it's flat like that. Yeah, just be careful not to cut your palm, please. Yeah, but the grater part that I'm using is not, it's not sharp. I mean, it still can slice some skin off, but it's not sharp. That's why you face the part where you've cut, because it's soft. Yeah, otherwise if you start with the skin, it doesn't really cut. You have to split the tomato into half. And then I just take it to my sink and I flush the tomatoes from it, which makes it even easier and better, because you are supposed to wash it when it's still wet. Yeah, you're supposed to wash it when it's still fresh from use. Don't wait for the tomato residues to just dry up and then now you can't do anything when it's stuck and dry. The lining, everything, don't fall. Salt is eating up too much space. Okay, I'm trying to create some space here. The next thing we are cutting obviously is our veg, and this will be interesting because we have a combo of two veggies. Oh my god, don't fall. Yeah, so we're going to be cutting our broccoli. And we're going to mix that with our cabbage. So we're going to try and put as little as possible because in this house, people are ready, but they don't like it very much. They love the protein part, but not the veg as much. So, okay, we're going to put this back in the back, and the sides. Yeah. My disgust face. Okay. So if you know me, you know that I know you don't know me that much, but still, okay. If you know me and you've been to this channel before, you know I steam my broccolis, like I blanch them. Blanching is basically half cooking. So I boil them in, I place them in boiled water just to steam them, because it's also a good way to wash them, because you can never wash the cows. Yeah. So we're going to set this aside, and then that's exactly what we will do later when we are done with this prep session. Yes, so that's my broccoli, it's done. Next thing is our cabbage, and then we can start cooking. All right. I always try to cut the cabbage as tiny as possible, but it still always ends up more. I don't get it, okay? I don't. No, I can't mix them because this is gonna get steamed and the cabbage is not getting steamed. One is getting steamed, one is not. That's done. Yep, it's official. We're gonna start cooking. Never stop. This is Shadrach, Hi Shadrach, how are you? Karim says hello, good day, fine. Doing madam. How are you, Karim? Welcome. Sibogile Nyati said hi. Jocelyn Highness said hi. Princess Hono says bonjour, baby. Hi. Anyone else beyond Sissy? I can't read that. I think it's in Arabic. Hi, Sissy. Yes, and Alido left me some ding dots, so I don't know what to do with that. Okay, another thing I need to chop up is this meat that I've been boiling for over, let's just say 2 hours because it's very hard. And it was from our last meat that I was complaining was hard. So I want it to be as soft as possible because this is what I'm gonna make for my husband on the side. And I also need to remove these back parts which are like annoying. And if you haven't noticed, I've flipped my chopping board, so don't come for me, please. So I need this to be very soft. And I'm gonna cut it in chewable sizes because it came with some very hard skin that should have been sorted obviously, but clearly they were on the wrong side that day. But let us start them more. Well, let's just make sure it's very soft. It's also very chewy because of that. This is bison Ridiculous. Hi, welcome to the live stream. Then we have Marshall Carpenter. Is that your real name? Sarah? Sarah. Officer. Yeah, it's Carpentier. You guys have some hard, unique names out here. Welcome to the live stream. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Yeah, so basically his beef is done. Just going to take this, put it back in the boiling soup. My Lord, it's hot. Yeah, and now we can set this aside. The first thing we're going to start with is our ugali, because this is the one that will take the most time. In the meantime, I will start frying everything else, because after that we are good. Also, I will return the things that I'm done with, like this one. Thank you guys for being here. see how hard these ones are. We're gonna taste them. Not we, it's actually me, but okay. Thank you for spectating this part. Ooh, much. Well, it's not bad. You try it. It used to be very annoying because it would get so stuck and hard to chew. Well, I think it's because I also boiled it for more than 1 hour. So yeah, it's very soft. Krista, hi, welcome to the live stream. I'm thinking, let me think. Benson was just France. Are you from France? I didn't get it. I only get English, Swahili, and Luo. Yeah. Let's have Penta. Marshall Carpenter. Carpentier. Okay. So the last one I chewed was hard. I was right to cut it out. This feels weird me eating, but okay. Can somebody tell me what Marshall is saying? Anybody? She comes from France? Is that it? Okay. Not to worry, guys. I have confirmed the meat is soft, okay? Don't worry. I have confirmed it myself. Oh my lord. These are the eggs. I think we need like 2, maybe 3. I think 2 is enough. Huh. I think 2 is enough. My mat has landed. Oh, is that? Really? Yes, then the 2 of these are lying. Cedric Mbagi says, I'm very hungry. I'm sorry. The food is not yet ready. But I'm starting to cook the ugali, so that means I'm almost done. Yeah. We can start with this. Where's the ugali flour? orange grease. I have no consistency with this flour from here, so I keep inventing them from different companies. Merci. Oh Lord, have mercy. 27. Babe, can you come? Okay, never mind. This looks like a lot. Yeah, it's very, very hot. Also very aggressive. Like it's gonna fight me. Me, of all the people. Why? Aren't you supposed to be food? We found it. The final perfect combo. Babe, this is the best one yet. We don't have to go to Metro anymore. It is the absolute best. Woo. It's even better than the one we found at Metro. Can you imagine? No? My Lord, this is the best. Okay, so our veggies, steam them. Alright, steam them. I just dropped them in hot water, but you can do whatever you like. I don't want to force you. I'm not the boss of you. I can't tell you what to do. Okay? Good. So I put them in hot water because I need them to both wash and half cook. You get it? They lie. These people, they lie. They lie about this flour so much. That's it. one here when I was like when I started cooking ugali when I got here, and I was constantly trying to find a white flour. Remember, guys? Remember that thing? Those days? Those dark days? Yeah. And I kept finding corn that is yellow, and I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it's also used, which is good, but here they grind it so soft that it's actually thanks Manuel. Yes, you guys, do what Manuel said. So they grind it so soft that it's very, very smooth. And I know they do that because they use it for different things. But for ugali, you need it to be coarse and you need it to be like rough, which is basically coarse. So yeah. So then I started looking for like something for the alternative. I started looking for white maize meal, and I came across this thing called Greece. Not like the way you write Greece the country, but Greece like Gris. Sometimes it comes Greece or Greece, it changes, but it's the same thing. Yeah, it turns out they're saying it's made from durum wheat, which doesn't make sense to me because when I taste this thing, it tastes like white maize meal. They also say it has protein in it, and I don't know. Okay, so basically this is literally something that you can use to cook ugali. If you're here or if you're anywhere in Europe and you see some flour written Greece and you want to cook ugali, guess what? You just got yourself an alternative. And this one, the one that I found today, it's even like top, it's best. If I compare it to the last one that I was using, the last one was not bad, but this is actually the best one. Even the texture is different. It's very coarse, which is great for ugali. Yes, and for people who eat ugali, I'm sorry for you, but like I can't help you. Alright, it's just something that we eat from East Africa. Yeah, and at least this is not from corn now, so it's not chicken food like other people would call it. So that's my ugali, my lord, it looks so perfect. I love it. And this is the important thing when you're cooking ugali. The pot has to have that crust on the bottom, because it's also how you tell if it's cooked or not. It also guides you on if you're cooking correctly or if it's raw. It has to have that crust on the bottom, and it has some aroma that tells you when it's doing the right thing or the wrong thing. Okay, so now we're gonna fry some tomatoes and onions for the beef, and then we're gonna turn it over to the other side. Not the great beyond, the other side to the meat. Okay, I hope you got that. It was a joke. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, pour some oil. Relax, calm down. So we're gonna add some onion. This is Benjamin Ivana. Hi Benjamin. Hi Tamari. And we also have Apote Alex Adamado Zekpa, my lord, your name. I feel like I'm praising you by reading your entire name. Like the champion, the conqueror, the lion is here. Yeah, it feels like that. So this is for the beef. We're just going to take tiny bits of everything and mix it up there. But I also need my onions to turn a bit brown, which is great. But gosh, this literally turned out better. I mean, if I was advertising for them and telling people where to find organic flour, I would actually, I would actually say something about it. But I'm not, and YouTube might assume I am if I show the package, and they might be like, "You didn't say you were advertising for anybody," so not gonna happen. Just remember, if you ever move to Europe anywhere and you miss ugali, they have something called Greece, which is not Greece the country. It's not written like Greece the country. It's Gris, Greece. Okay, and it makes ugali. All right. You might not know that because they use it for something else different. They use it for some pudding. Yeah, they use it for cake. Yeah, so you might think you're missing it, but that's the thing. That's the exact thing you're looking for. So I didn't get to keep that one. I told you. So don't say I never told you anything. I never taught you anything. I never helped you. I was never there for you when you needed me most. I just told you where to find the garlic flour. So don't lie. Okay. So we're gonna add some salt to this to help it soften up faster. Yeah, and if you're someone who's from here and maybe you're like fascinated about this ugali thing, it goes really well with stews mostly. And I would prefer if you chose some wet fry. Yeah, it goes really well. So if you want to try that and you're like a native and you hear Africans fussing over this ugali, yeah, they're going couscous over this ugali, you should try it. You should try making it, okay? So like I said, we're gonna fry this here and then we're gonna turn it over to the meat on the other side because we're trying to save some space. Yes. And also because your darling dearest doesn't want to keep doing 10 pans and two plates for dishes. Yeah. Even though she loves to cook. Okay. I'm gonna add some black pepper to it. Because why not? So my meat has some stew in it. I'm gonna call it soup, whatever. So then I'm gonna turn it over to the other side. My lord, it's already reminding me of how the meat smells in Kenya. So basically, when they're explaining this durum thing, when they're explaining it, they're like, it's, I don't know, leftover of the wheat, the durum wheat being grinded, and this is the leftover rough part of it, which it doesn't make sense because this thing literally tastes like flour, maize flour, and it's okay if they're gonna say it's durum wheat, it's fine. I mean, I'm not disputing that, but it tastes literally like ugali. So yeah, I just saw like someone post on their TikTok and saying, yes, this is also what we use here. Andy Siam said hi. Hi, Andy. We have Bruno who also said hi. Hi, Bruno. And we have Basile says bonjour. Okay. And we have Benjamin Ivava who said hi. Hi, Benjamin. I hope I didn't skip anyone. Salt is still a bit far. But like, yeah, so if you're a fan of ugali, also the corn, the like yellow corn flour that we have, it is so soft. You know what it goes well with, like what you can actually make with that? Porridge. Yes, there was times I was craving porridge with lemon. I made that with that flour. It was amazing, because you remember back in Africa, like the porridge flour is always very soft. So yeah, it's a good option for that side. Yeah. So if you want to make porridge, use the yellow, because I don't think they have like brown flour for porridge, like something like sorghum or millet. I don't think they have that here. Okay, so if they do, my bad, maybe I haven't seen it, but yeah. But I think in the US they have these options for ugali flour. So I feel like they do that. They do have those because there's a lot of mixed culture over there. Yeah, but in Europe it's not as much. So also, I haven't tasted the what do they call it? The pudding that you make with this grease. I haven't tasted it. Okay, if I get a chance to taste it, obviously I will, but I haven't. So I don't know how that tastes like. This is Sebale. Hi Sebale. I'm doing great. How are you? Okay, so like I said, we're cooking something else here. What is it gonna be? Okay, so my veggie is a tiny portion. Guess where we're gonna cook it? The same pan and then turn it over. You guessed correctly. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We have Tamari Official who said hi dear. I think I read Tamari's comment. I think I did. Yeah. Yeah, I think I read Tamari's comment. So, right. Next thing we are doing is our veg. It's our veg. Cooking and turning these meals into either a plate or another pot reminds me of how Kenyan men cook. And how they joke like a man is not supposed to have some pants. What are you cooking? Why are you even cooking? But like it's a joke. So yeah. So they're like, you should be cooking in your hands or some joke, or you should be like literally why are you even cooking? Men don't cook. Like I know it's crazy, but like it's a joke, so we get it. Yeah, so me cooking and turning meals over is like I don't have enough pans. I do. I just the spaces are limited, and that is not even the issue. I just don't want to wash them after all. I don't want to wash 10 of them with 2 plates. Okay, I don't like washing dishes, so what? But yo, I hope you get my point. If it's easier to turn it over there, why would I use another pan to make another different meal? Just to, what? What am I going to do with that? Yeah, so we have MSS subscriber. He says, nice bag, sir. Okay, thank you. I think he's trying to be respectful. Yeah, I think he's trying to be respectful, which is great. Calm down, Oil, calm down. So, yeah, we're still within time, which is nice. This is actually very nice. So, we're gonna fry our veggie. And, my Lord, attempted murder, God. So the onions tried to assassinate me. Not to be dramatic, but yes, they did. They did just that. I'm gonna add some red and green bell peppers, which Tanzanians need to tell me how to call them in Swahili. I will still Google, but they still need to tell me. Okay. Pilipili nyekundu na kibichi. Is that it? I will Google. Okay, so the next thing I need to add is obviously my broccoli and cabbage. But my broccolis are half cooked and my cabbage hasn't seen the light of oil. We're gonna put them fast, but first we need this to turn brown. Okay? So we have Peter who said hello. Hi Peter, welcome to the live stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. And also stick around for the presentation of the meal. I'm not gonna I might actually show you both meals. Mine and my husband's on the side, right? Yeah. So I will show you both of them. But we'll have another day where we make ugali beef. And I think we have done that before, but still, it's not the end of it. We can't just make one meal and move on. Which cooking book do you think we have? 1,000-page of dinner preparations? No. There's actually none, but okay. It's good that you think we have a big book like that. We don't. Okay. So I'm just gonna add these. I love these veggies for the green color that they possess. But I still need my cabbage to cook. So they're gonna sit here for a while. I'm gonna add some salt to them, black pepper, just to give it a bit of a spice so it's not tasteless. This is Kumalo who said hi. Hi Kumalo. Welcome to the live stream. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Yeah, in the meantime, let me just rinse off the things that I use. This knife and the spoon. I also always clean them as I go, so I'm really trying to reduce the traffic. It's the one thing that I hate. I hate messy environment and it drives me nuts. Okay, it's a bit dry. I'm gonna add a bit of oil. It's not necessary, but you can do it if you want to. If you don't, it's fine. Lynette Munialo. Hi Lynette, welcome to the live stream. And we also have Quanton Powell who said hi. Hi Quanton, welcome to the live stream. Please guys don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. What do we have here? Also, my husband doesn't eat ugali with his hands. He uses a fork, which is okay. I, on the other hand, I use my hands, if you're wondering. Because why would I be doing eating ugali with a fork? They are vulnerable. It's a bit better now. And we get to add the salt and the black pepper. I was checking if I actually added or not. Let's see if the salt is sufficient for the veggie. Yes, it is. Okay, and now we move to the part we've all been waiting for. I have been waiting for. I don't know about you. Oh, sleepy officer. Liar. Okay, so I'm just going to wipe a bit of these veggies out. Alright. I feel like my table is packed and I don't know why. Have I not been cleaning this up? We have Muhammad Diara who said hi. Hi Muhammad. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. So this is our veggie. Very simple veggie. Yeah, very simple veggie. Also, you need to crack your egg, whisk it aside. Yeah, I know most of you think eggs are just for breakfast. No, in other parts of the world, we eat them for dinner and lunch. It's not just breakfast. Okay, so you're gonna whisk it with a spoon or a whisker if you like, but it's the same thing. At the end of the day, the result is the same. Then you're gonna add some salt to it, and then you're gonna taste that, if it's okay. Babale said hi. Hi Babale, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So just did that. Yeah, the salt is fine. So the same process. We always start with the onion. Always. While we wait for them to turn brown, you clean what you used. thing mix here. Red and green bell peppers, which you only just need them to absorb the oil. It's not necessarily like they have to turn brown or something. They never do anyway, unless you let them burn. Yeah. Okay. So the next thing you need to do before you add your eggs is your tomatoes. Remember what I said, it's like making an omelette except it's wet. It's more like scrambled, I think. Except scrambled doesn't have what the omelette has. So it's like a scrambled omelette. Yeah, I think that would have made the best definition. It's like a scrambled omelette. So a lot of people add some different things when they're making the egg, but we're not going to do that, okay? But the wetness is promoted by the tomatoes mostly, so if the tomato is left, it's going to dry up, and then you're not supposed to let it over dry. If you get what I'm saying, if you let it over dry, it's going to be like chunked up and too dry, and it doesn't slide in well with the ugali. I never thought there would come a time where I had to explain to people how to make ugali mayai, but this is amazing. Thank you guys. Anytime I touch a spice, that happens. Wild. Remember, you already have salt in your, what do we call it, whisked eggs? Yes, so when you add salt here, just be careful not to put too much. Okay? Okay? Okay. Moving on. This is Big Star said hi. Hi Big Star, how are you? And then Anderson said hi as well. Hi Anderson, welcome to the live stream. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. So now the tomatoes are cooked. You can tell they're cooked because they have changed from the dark red raw color to the pinkish looking red. Okay, now this is the time where you add your eggs. Yay. Remember, I used 2 eggs, so if you have a lot of people, you can add the eggs, add the number of eggs, and add the tomatoes. Please, the wetter the better, and this can only be done with tomatoes, okay? And then you're not going to go through it like you're cooking ugali. You're going to run through it very slowly, very smoothly, so that it doesn't, like, how do I say it? It doesn't turn into soupish kind of thing, but like it looks wet and has to make its own layering patterns. You'll see what I'm talking about once I serve it. Yeah. But if you run through it before it starts to coat, it's gonna be runny. It's gonna be like one form, and you don't want the one form. You want it to have a bit of separate layers forming differently. That's what you want. And now, guess what we are almost doing? Yes. Officer, are you coming, sir? Yeah, so, God, different things are walking under my feet. So yeah, we have that pattern that I was talking about. It's wet, it's, yeah. I don't even know how to explain it anymore because I never thought I'd have to explain this. But basically you don't want it to be too dry. And obviously, eggs from here taste different. This is Kababo, said holala, hi. Lentil said hi, hi Lentil, how are you? Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we have Ferreira who said boa trade and said hi as well. Sophronia Anderson, I don't know if I read your comment, but you said hi, hi. So I'm just gonna add some black pepper. I wish I had green chilies, but I ran out. So I'm gonna add some black pepper just for the flavor of it. Yeah, and my tongue is not feeling the salt, it's too low. And I'd rather add it here than add it on the table. So I'm gonna add a bit of it. Right, so now my spicy. Yes. Now, so today for the first time we're going to be serving two separate meals. The first time. It's always the first time for everything. It's not that my husband hates the eggs, but he likes to have protein every day from meat, protein, or eggs. You can have eggs for breakfast, but not for dinner. It's not sufficient. Who did I not read your comment? We have our Homogene who said hi. And we have Pizza Guy who said, hey, what are you cooking? What are you cooking? So, Peter, we are making something that Kenyans love to make. Ugali. Yippee, it looks nice. When you see the brown color on top of it, you know you did a good job, okay? So we are having that with some veggies, and I'm having mine with fried eggs, and my husband is having with some beef stew. So, yeah. I'm going to show you in a few minutes because the eggs dried up properly the way I want it. Yeah, I'm just going to show you how that looks. And yeah, I hope you like it. I mean, I hope it's something you can try. I know it's strange for a lot of people, but hey, yes, nothing is not strange. Like if you tell me your cuisines from where you're from and I tell it to my people, they're gonna be like, that's strange. So you're basically living in a world where we are all different and we are adapting new things every day. So you might find this strange, but one day you'll go somewhere and say, oh, I remember this meal. There was a girl on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. She made it. She was from Kenya. Yes. It's called ugali mayai. Okay, so clearly my eggs are done. But also, it's not cold. I just don't want it to be that stagnant. I'm gonna serve both meals. Yeah, and I'm gonna show you how it looks like. So I always use this egg spoon for some reason because it scoops nicely and it places them at the corner where I want them. Yeah, also someone might be like, isn't she gonna eat this food? Why is she putting too much effort into serving it? I don't just care about how the food is made, I care also how it's presented, so it's just a thing that I do. Okay, so if you're watching me and you're like, strange, yeah, I know. I mean, you do care when the waiter brings you food looking horrible, right? So why is it that when you're home you don't want to put in the effort that you want to be treated like though? Why, Melissa, why, Ivan, why? Okay, so this is done. Also, if I don't put enough veg for my husband, he's not gonna ask for more, and I don't want that. So I always stuff his plate with enough food, because if he gets full, he's going to just to say, oh, do we have more meat? No, sir, no, this time we don't. So I always just try and add everything here, because there's a way your brain just calculates how you're going to be full once you see your plate. So I do that intentionally. Coppola said hi. Hi, Coppola. Hi, Peter. I hope I explained it to you and I hope you got it. Yeah, so I think there's a way your brain explains something to you like food, like once this meal is over, you know you're supposed to be full. And I feel like that's how sometimes, even when you feel like this food is little, I'm not going to be full, and then when you're done, you realize you're actually full. I feel like sometimes your brain just does the math for you and basically explains to you that once this food is finished, you should be full. Okay, sir? Yeah, so the next thing is our wet fry, which is obviously my husband's, not mine. I mean, they love to eat meat here, any kind of meat, every single day. I'm not used to that. I mean, I don't want to say bored, but honestly, I get bored. Okay? I'm not used to eating chicken and meat and duck and something else. Also, yesterday I made duck, guys. I have never had duck in my life. And I'm telling you, it is tastier than chicken. I didn't know that. Yeah, if you're shocked, you can be shocked. I honestly had no idea. Also, my husband said it was his first time as well, so we were both experiencing something nice for the first time at the same time. Talk about soulmates. Okay, fine. I'm done flirting. Let's move on. There is soup on that beef. I don't want to add it because it's going to mess up the presentation for me, and I don't want to fuss, but I care about it. So let's just move on without it fast. I will give you the soup obviously, but not before it is seen. Okay, so also something about Kenyans is we love avocado. If you're from Kenya and you don't like avocado, please, I'm sorry, this is not for you, but we love avocados. So you'll always find Kenyans serving ugali mayai or ugali beef or beans and corn cooked together. We call it githeri or nyoyo in my language, and we love to serve it with avocados because it tastes magical with that. On the side, yes, we do that on the side. So, okay. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this ugali and we're going to put it in there. I love the brown part on top of it. My mom will be saying, are you trying to burn my pants? Yeah, I know. But it's the only way that the smoky aroma comes out. Yeah, you just let the ugali sit for some time and it just brings the smoke. I I know when I say smoke, people are like trying to bring the smoke like fight or something. Not what that means. So just gonna cut some parts out. Okay, so how we got to ugali in Kenya is we either go into squares or we go into like what do we call them, rectangle shapes. Yes, but to tell you the truth, this has been the one. I feel like it's more ugali flour than anything else I've ever made from that flour. Now my husband ugali is trying to act up like, hello, who do you think you are? Yeah, and the ugali now feels tiny on the plate, which is okay. That I didn't plan it to look like that, but it's fine. All in all, you're gonna see both the meals. He likes this coriander from here. I, on the other hand, would love to. I'm not there yet. I'm used to the Kenyan coriander, African coriander, I don't know how to call it. I don't want to put too much. No, I think I've made it weird. Okay, I think that's enough. So, now, we have our ugali seriously fighting for its life over here to be seen. And since it's hot on the bottom, I'm just going to put, this is Dutesse Reina, who said, bonjour, bonjour, hello sir. And we have Edwin Juma, ugali and samaki. And Laurie Smith says, fufu. Well, it's the version of fufu in Kenya. Okay, I'm going to put it that way. The version of fufu in East Africa. So Nigerians have it something like this, made from, I think, is it bananas? Yes, they call it fufu. Ours is made from corn. They also use this to eat their stews. So I guess, I don't know how I'm going to present this, but as you can see, my arms, they are full. And obviously, I'm not in service anymore, so if I drop them, don't call the cops, okay? So this is my husband's version, ugali nyama and veggies, and this is my version, ugali mayai and veggie. Yeah, so we're both having two different things, but with ugali, it's also an alternative for if you want to have ugali, you can choose to have it with two different things. This is sihege. I hope I said that right. So this is what we are having today. Thank you so much for watching. My husband, beef ugali. Thank you. Sometimes I don't know how to respond to the comments, so thank you so much. Someone said they love me. I love you too. Yeah, so this is ugali beef with the veggies, and this is ugali mayai with veggies. Guys, it's basically an alternative. Like, you can choose to have either way, but this is also showing you that ugali actually goes with both beef and anything else except rice. Okay. Thank you so much, Peter. I hope you enjoyed watching this, even though I explained it to you like last minute. So thank you for being here. Hope you enjoyed, guys, the making of this video. Every time you see us go live in the evening, just know we are cooking something that you can use as an alternative while you're cooking at home. Don't forget to like this video and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. This is our dinner. For us, it's going to be a good night. And from wherever you're watching from, I hope you have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon. From wherever you're watching from, bye. Thank you. For the first time, I'm going to have to put them down to end the live stream. Diamond Jimmy, bye.